Wild-eyed northern boy. You know, the more you look at something, the more you start seeing the flaws. My dad had this cat he painted 20 years ago. Never even hit the road. Had the interior done. Paid $4 grand to get this car painted. He paid another $4 grand to get the interior done. My dad always paid in full. I used to, and you can't. What do you... Jim Bartley of Muskegon, Michigan. I would have to say I don't recommend to go to him. What do you think? I mean, the dash isn't done. The door panels aren't done. Wow. But he paid in full. I would never let a car leave like this. You know, I did the bondle detector on this car. Believe it or not, you got some braking, but those rockers, I couldn't find zero Bondo in it. And that is the truth. Those quarters, zero. It's unbelievable that a car this old usually it's just gone. But for a person to do this is just, they take no pride in their work. I mean, there is some mud here, but you're just gonna leave Bondo pits? I mean, are you serious? You're just gonna leave that. Okay. Wow. And when there's no primer. I mean, wow. Anyway, wait for the fire to warm up. She's getting there. I loved your last, second to last video. Slow SRT, when you tore the clock apart. This, I enjoyed it. Got this idea from Milo Minutes. Doesn't matter what time it is. Time is now. Time is now. We only got minutes on this earth. Once you get of age, you're not a young fella no more. Anyway, I'll show you a few other things I just ramble on. I worked on the roof one day. I actually enjoyed myself. I'm not a professional body man. I am not a professional painter. I do the best that I know how to do. But I do take pride in my work. And this is not my work. When you paint a man's car and you don't even take the time to tape off inside the doors and you just leave overspray, that is fucking piss poor. And the gentleman that painted this car is called Joe Newton. They call him JoJo. My dad always felt that he could pay somebody in full, that it would grease the wheel. I've learned with some people, they're so far in debt from the last car, they borrow from Peter to pay Paul. That's what my dad would say. I'm trying not to make this video negative, so it's real easy for me to be negative, but you know what? That's just laziness, man. That's just laziness. And I'm gonna veer off for a minute. I talked to VW Darren today, and Darren asked me a question, and I said, yep, it did happen. A couple days ago, going down Apple Street. You know how you have a car kind of riding next to you, and you don't look over because you don't know. Maybe they're on the phone or whatever. Pull up to the stoplight. It's about 9 o'clock at night. And a dude beeps his horn next to me, and I don't like that. And I look over. And I don't know the guy, never met him. I know that because I racked my brain thinking maybe I know him. But I don't. This guy did. And I just went peace back. Small world. I guess this guy watched my videos. VW was there when that's what he told me to do. Some guy come up to you and beat the horn? I said, yeah. Said his name's Doug. Lives in Muskegon. I hear you watch a lot of my videos, Doug. You come to 6833 Hall Road any given day. You want a paint pimp sticker? Come past the house, come up to the shoe shack. I'd like to meet you. Now I'll show you what I've been doing on the roof. Don't get excited because when you pull out damage to a car, I'm not going to say it goes fast. I'm just saying you see results quicker. It's kind of like you can work on something and construction and build all the walls and put the windows in. It looks like you make a slow progress, but as soon as you put drywall up, it's like, wow, you did something. Well, you guys might think this on the roof, but Greg Porter or anybody will tell you all the time is in the last 10% of the project. The roof's coming along. I'm not a body man. I do hard hits. Why? I don't know. Like Merrick 77 will tell you. And I've made this mistake. And he made a good point. I remember things what people say. Because I want to be the best body man in paint. I ain't never going to be, but I'm going to die trying. He always told me, well, he told all of us, say you got the damage hit us here and it's like a pebble in a lake. It makes ripples. Most people just want to go in and get that major part out. You could do that, but it's not the best way. And Merrick taught me to read the damage, see what happened, and backtrack it. Don't go to the center where it was, because generally you'll stretch it way too much. Once you stretch metal, it kind of sucks. But he would work himself towards that. And I did it at times, but sometimes I've screwed stuff up. So it worked pretty good. You got to take your time. Anyway, I'll quit rambling. Oh, I love some heat. Lord have mercy, I love some heat. This is what we got. It's coming along. I don't like what people do, and I know my dad paid good. You know, $4 grand 20 years ago is a lot of money, man. I've never even got paid $4 grand to do any car, and I've done some fucking honka junks. If you go back in my videos, you've seen some shit that should be on the fucking road, and I put them back together, and I did the best I could. But anyway, took the trim off. Nah, there's no way that rust. No, they just covered it up. This is where the trim piece, they just covered it up. That's sad. They just covered it up. When you've done enough body work, you know fresh rust, okay? And then you know shit that's just been there for fucking ever. That's okay. But anyway, it's getting there. It looks, I don't know what the hell is vibrating on the wood stove, but I hate something that, I hate stuff that vibrates. But anyway, it's all in the details. This 10-ton Jack works pretty good. I really like this a lot. Some of the smaller systems, you don't get this rubber. Rubber's real nice because when you do make metal on metal contact, it'll tend to stretch it out. And I spent all day just working it slow but sure. Slow but sure. You start looking, in my opinion, you just can't work in one area. You gotta, so you can see there's a dent here, and everything is a piece of the puzzle, and you gotta bring it back slow. You can't just, fuck it, I'll just pull this, and I've done it and stretched it before, and it just, let me cut this. This vibrating bothers me. I think I've taken it as far as I'm gonna take it as far as dolly work. Is it perfect? No. But if you overstretch the metal, man, you got a lot more, create yourself a lot more work. That's just my opinion. I'm not a collision expert, by far. I was hoping to get more out of it, but you always hope for more. And then life gives you what life gives you. It's unrealistic to think that you're gonna dolly it all out. Put my tools away, and tomorrow I'll start grinding, then heating and shrinking it so you don't get the pop can effect. Not bad. Got it here. Pretty much everywhere else is pretty decent. There's some pop can there. This is right where that support is. I was gonna cut it out, and I thought, if you cut it out, yeah, you're gonna be able to level this more, but I've learned the hard way. You go too far in no man's land, a stretch of metal, you are screwed. I mean, I've had to fix stuff where I've stretched it so much that I've had to cut that piece of metal out because, you get a little carried away. I'm real good about getting carried away. Basically, this is like a balloon. You push a balloon, any given point, the air goes somewhere. So the point of impact just basically spreads out. And you got to do a Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder, he could feel it. Your eyes will tell you one thing, your hand will say, whoa, I feel something ain't right here. It's basically all what it is. Try to push the metal back where you want it to go. Like I said, I wanted it better, but I can want, and this is what you get. I'm okay with it. And last resort, because shrinking is I'm not pro shrinker. I've done it before, and I ain't saying it's right, because if it was right, people would cut the roof off. Last case, if I get frustrated when I shrink, because maybe I want to see results real quick. What I've done before is if I have a bad spot, I'll grind the inside of the panel and weld a round rod in it or whatnot to reinforce, especially on a big panel. I guess that's the end of the broadcast for today. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be sanding. Oh, Batman was here today. I was surprised that he showed up. Real surprised. Real surprised. Haven't discussed price. If Batman plays his cards right, I'll pull the caddy out of here, put it in the enclosed trailer, and commence to work in Batman's car. What would I do with the boot? I've already got a solution for that. I don't want to put the peel coat on until it's 50 degrees, and that's a while. Worst case is I buy that cheap plastic or something, and I'll plastic the whole inside the spray booth. Make it happen. Piece of property, piece of oneself, piece on earth, Western, piece of baby, piece of pie, piece of ash, piece of phone, piece of pussy, piece of corn dog, piece of pizza. And when the big dogs get all done eating, even the puppets get a piece of some motherfucker. Who knows what tomorrow is going to lead into? I don't know. Minute by minute. Minute by minute. That's all we got. Things change. I've had a pretty good time last couple days working on this. Kind of missed doing crash and burns. Nah. Last call. The gentleman in Chicago. If you want to sell your chieftain puller and your mold clamps, call me. If not, I'll wait, and maybe it's not meant to be. I'll go a different avenue. But I'm getting some pods, and I'm getting a puller. And if Musty One was closer, I'd already been at your door, bro, and bought your puller. I don't even know how to operate, to tell you the fucking truth, okay? I like tools a lot. It makes the job easier. They ain't gonna do the job for you. Still gotta give effort, but right tool for right job, ooh, Lord have mercy. Put a smile on a body man's face. Take that to the bank and cash it and get a deposit slip. Peace out, people.